Hello, this is Stan Roach from Agiliron. This video explains Agiliron's onboarding program for new customers. If you have decided to use the Agiliron suite or are leaning that way, you will naturally want to learn exactly how a business gets started with and implements Agiliron. You will undoubtedly have many questions, such as how much does it cost to get set up and how long does it take? Who is available to assist me? Is it Agiliron personnel or third parties or both? How do I get my product inventory, vendor, and customer data into Agiliron? How do I integrate Agiliron with QuickBooks, my web store, or Amazon? And the question I personally love the most, can I do this all myself? And that question is usually followed with a pause and a realistic reflection like, well, I do have a day job called running my business, so I do have a limited amount of time. These questions and dozens more like them pop into your head. Our experience watching hundreds of business owners is that inertia can grip anyone at one time or another. So even though there are many compelling reasons to make this change, like extra revenue, substantial time savings, and easily managed growth, nervousness can arrive for anyone. After all, any change can be scary, so you should not be shocked or put off if you feel that twinge of nervousness. You wouldn't be human if you didn't. But there is good news. You needn't worry. Why? Because Agiliron provides a proven onboarding coaching service. Your coach works just with you one-on-one. Your personal coach is equipped with a proven, detailed, and customized project plan for your specific implementation. Plus, your coach has guided hundreds and hundreds of customers through this process before you. Your coach has lots of scar tissue, called experience, and fortunately, you get to stand on their shoulders, so you don't have to learn those same lessons the hard way. Not only have the coaches guided many businesses through this process already, they do it every day of every week. And our customized step-by-step project plan details each and every move you need to make. And you will receive your customized guide during your onboarding kickoff session with your coach. Information technology professionals have an expression for the kind of software upgrade you are considering with Agiliron. They call it replatforming. You are shifting gears, and just like with a vehicle, this allows you to drive farther, faster, and with much greater efficiency. You are changing the foundational software platform on which you operate in order to scale your business. Well, enough of the overview. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We have a name for this initial getting started phase. We call it onboarding. Onboarding has three key phases. First is data migration. Second is called configuration. And third is customization. First, data migration. This phase is getting your current data from wherever it resides now, exported, cleaned up, appended, and ready to be imported into Agiliron. Whether it is product data, vendor data, or customer data, it's almost always imported into Agiliron by way of a CSV spreadsheet file that we provide. CSV stands for comma-separated values. It is a table of structured data that you will likely export from one of your existing systems. This is the fastest and easiest way to export, clean up, and import data. Everyone knows the IT adage, garbage in, garbage out, and this is exactly the time to avoid that. So Agiliron provides the necessary tools that allow you to export data in a turnkey fashion from some systems like QuickBooks POS, Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, and WooCommerce in a format that is ready for import into Agiliron. The second phase of onboarding is called configuration. This involves standard integrations with other software systems like QuickBooks, Amazon, eBay, ShipStation.com, your credit card processor like Intuit Payment Service, Mercury Pay, PayPal, or Authorize.net, third-party B2C web store shopping carts like BigCommerce, Magento, Shopify and WooCommerce, and real-time tax rate lookups like Agiliron or TaxCloud. This step also involves adding each of your Agiliron sales channels like your POS stores or your B2B web store or your Amazon account, and configuring them so they each operate how you want, plus designating which of your products will be sold in which channel. The third phase of onboarding is customization. This involves adding your custom fields and modifying standard field values to make the software conform to your specific business needs. This customization phase requires your involvement or someone from your team because it requires a more intimate understanding of your business. It includes adding users with the proper privileges and access control, creating custom views in various modules, customizing the auto notifications sent by the system, designing any custom forms for invoices, receipts, and other customer or vendor communication, and creating custom reports so you can monitor your business properly. We have learned through experience with our customers that it's better for the customer to pay Agiliron a small coaching fee for the critical guidance during this onboarding phase. To be clear, our customers are budget-minded and want to be self-sufficient, but they also want the smallest and cheapest guidance service we can construct so they are not left out alone with just a big fat manual, which is no one's idea of fun. But of course, we can't do this for free. We must at least cover our cost for our expert coach's time. So we have created a system in which the customer purchases the smallest amount of onboarding coaching time that our experience shows is needed. We will tell you here in this video what our onboarding fees are as of the middle of 2015, but we do update them from time to time to reflect our latest learning. So I would ask you to please look at our website pricing page for the actual latest information that would apply. As of the summer of 2015, for our Enterprise Edition, we require customers to purchase and prepay for 5 hours of onboarding coaching time, which at $150 an hour is $750. Our Premier Edition is 3 hours, which is $450, and our Pro Edition is 1 hour, or $150. You can always buy additional time if you need more, and our coaches keep you apprised of your use of the coaching time, so if you do need more, it doesn't slip up and surprise you. But most of the time, the 1, 3, or 5 hours is good enough. When you pay the one-time onboarding fee, you essentially have a prepaid account of coaching hours available to be spent on your custom onboarding effort. Our coaches are trained to help you use your coaching time judiciously. The best perspective we can offer on the onboarding program is from an actual recent customer who just completed their onboarding. We asked Jaron Balzer, the Senior IT Manager at Daniel Smith Paints, a new Agiliron customer in Seattle, Washington, who has 2 retail POS stores, an Agiliron B2C web store, and an Agiliron B2B wholesale web store, to give us an assessment of the onboarding coach approach. And here is what he told us. We believe he has offered a useful and insightful analysis for other new customers, so listen carefully to what Mr. Balzer has to say.
Agiliron's onboarding coach program struck an ideal balance between several competing needs I had. 1. The program allowed me to concentrate on executing the project rather than trying to learn a new system from the ground up. The experience that our Agiliron coach brought to the table kept us all on track and increased our level of understanding of the processes needed for the new system. Being an IT professional of 30 years and operating with limited resources, I appreciated that the Agiliron coach really understood the best practices to employ. This saved us countless hours and resulted in a more efficient implementation. 2. The program helped me contain my costs by keeping everyone in our organization working on task and in the most efficient way possible. This resulted in a faster learning curve for the users, and I was able to control the amount of guidance I needed from the coach, which really helped control our costs. 3. The program also allowed me to use all of my other available resources, both internal and other third parties. Again, this helped us increase the cost effectiveness of the whole transition process. And 4. The program allowed me to be as self-sufficient as possible. I was able to be creative and productive while having my Agiliron coach available when I needed them for clarification or guidance. My coach did not try to create any ongoing dependence on Agiliron, which would have been unsustainable for us. They worked with us so we could become self-sufficient with the system.
We think Mr. Balzer summarized the customer perspective on the onboarding process and the value of the coach very clearly. We have learned a second important set of lessons about onboarding, which is that most of our customers have busy day jobs and don't have the time needed to do all the onboarding work, and also very often don't have all the expertise required either. So, Agiliron has invested in the development of hundreds of independent third-party solution partners around the United States, over 2/3 of which are certified or advanced certified. They are trained experts that do this work all the time. We recommend you utilize them. You don't have to, of course, but they can save you time, money, and hassles. They can provide both high-level IT counsel as well as roll-up-the-sleeves data migration skills. Plus, they work for you, not for us. You pay them, not us, and so they provide a legitimate, independent third-party point of view for you. Also, Agiliron has historically had 12 to 13 new software updates per year, which based on the last 3 years is over 250 new features a year. Having an ongoing third-party Agiliron expert on call, but not in your employment, that knows your Agiliron configuration and customization can be very useful and smart for your business. We have invested in recruiting and training the solution partners so you can tap into them. At Agiliron, we want to keep our focus, and frankly, you want us to stay focused on providing the best commerce suite that keeps getting deeper and broader. Plus, you want us to provide the lowest cost onboarding coaching needed to get successfully started. But beyond those two responsibilities, your solution partner, if you get one, can help you with everything else. Using Agiliron for platform development and its onboarding coaching as guidance, and then separately supplementing your own internal capabilities with a solution partner for their expertise, their time, and their proven skills, has proven to be the most flexible and cost-effective way for our customers to implement their Agiliron suite solutions. There is one final question from the initial list that we need to answer quickly. The question is, how long will it take to get onboarded? The factual answer is that it depends on you. The pacing factor in every onboarding is the customer, their data, their available time, and their expertise. Of all the factors, the longest item and the hardest to forecast for many customers seems to be the time it will take them to gather their data from existing systems for migration. While averages may be misleading, the vast majority of our onboardings are completed in 6 to 10 weeks, with 12 weeks or 90 days as the outside time taken. There are occasionally some that get it done in 3 to 5 weeks, but we would consider that a stretch goal, but a worthy and feasible one. So aim for 1 month, expect and gladly accept 2 months, feel a small twinge of disappointment if it takes 3 months. We hope we've answered your major questions. Sign up for a personal consultation if you have more. We also highly recommend you watch as many of the demo tutorials as you can because they are packed with product knowledge. They are the most efficient way to see and learn the product, and they're available 24/7. Plus, no one will see you rewinding if you need to.